Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Japanese campaign, where now that we've knocked the British out of the war, it's just a war against the French. At least that is the case for now. So we have this Bouvin class heavy cruiser. That's not too bad, actually. 8 10-inch guns, some secondaries of various types, torpedo tubes. Not the fastest, but it's okay. Reasonable quality armor. Unfortunately, she's up against the Congo class, the Gojira. So I think we have the firepower to deal with it. We also have a light cruiser 6x2, 6.1. So that's not bad either. Pretty slow, though. Especially by Japanese standards. Oh, they also look spectacularly ugly. Right. Where is the enemy? Ideally, they'd come out straight into my guns. There we go. Start building a solution. Hit, but bounced off. Should have a look at this thing. Yeah. Ugly as sin. That's a hideous ship. I hate... Oh, it's just yuck. Bit of an overpen there. Just horrible. Try and use our presumably superior range. Yeah, by about 10 kilometers, so I'm too close right now. Start edging away. That's another hit. Bounced off. Couple of hits there. Overpen. Lucky destroy it. Oh, there you go. Main belt pen. Actually sure where that hit was. Maybe below the waterline? Given where the flooding is. Oh, that's their engine compartment flooding out. Oh, my goodness, another huge hit. Right on the torpedo deck. Sorry, I was going to say I've got a frog in my throat, but that sounds like a pun. It's not a pun. Overpen, but did cause some flooding forward. It's meaning their deck armor. Took out their Q turret. Interesting. Would have preferred that was A. Oh, all short. Lovely set of hits. Another big one. A bit more flooding. Maybe not quite enough to sink it. No, 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 no. Don't be silly. Just lost your solution. That was a good shot from the destroyer. Hilarious. Come on, that's got a sinker, right? Yeah, there we go. Katina making a rush. Also a hideously ugly ship. Which is a shame, because this hull is actually really nice. We've already shot off her deck torpedoes. Come on. Give me some hits. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Just obliterated that ship. She will sink from that. Surprised she didn't go down to 0% structure immediately, but her keel is falling off the bottom of the ship. And we took no damage. 2 hits, no damage. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Good start. No, we're going to fight to the end against the French. I am, however, going to make sure that we have slightly positive relations with Britain so that they don't start going negative and then go to war with us. We also have a French naval invasion of Sardinia to deal with. And what could they send? They could send quite a lot of stuff. So we need to block that. And that kind of determines where we're going to end up. So where is most of the fleet? Myzeros, same, yeah. We'll gather together all of the fleet. So we'll take the key. Nope, the key. And then we've got a variety of cruisers. Let's take this one. And this one. From here, we'll bring all the battleships. From here, we will bring the battlecruisers. From here, we will bring the battleships. Are there any other escorts I can pull? We're spread pretty thin, you see, so oh yeah, there's a cruiser squadron up there. We don't need all of them. Just going to check any other. Yep, don't need 2 cruisers up there. Definitely don't need 2 cruisers up there. Destroyer, nothing, nothing, nothing heavy. Move this cruiser up as well. 3 cruisers down there. Right. That should be enough. One would hope. That should be enough to give us a force to get over here in time. Because otherwise we're going to have to rely on these ships. But they should be able to pounce on French ships that are kind of transiting. But yeah, we'll blob up the fleet. If that's where France is going to attack, that is where we shall defend. And hopefully we can get a nice big battle that reduces, particularly the capital ships. They really want to start knocking down. Okay, next up, it's the Hikaru. 2 enemy cruisers coming in. They are quite expensive, those cruisers, actually. Now, the other Congo handled this fine. But there are 2 of them this time. And we don't have our destroyer to help. But I'm sure, if I'm sensible, we should be able to manage. Want them to come to me, ideally. Yep, there they are. Start edging away. Let's assume they're just going to come in fairly aggressively. Hit. Decrease. Oh, that was a good hit. They're going to drop back. Switch to Tonnet. Short. Oh. Oh, hello. Now, see, they're starting to fire back now. I'm already heading away pretty much as well as I can do. While still firing all my guns, I mean. So you don't really want to close with them, not with torpedoes and all sorts. What's the range on their torpedoes? 11. It's pretty close. Now we're out of range again now. So they're going to come in more aggressively, perhaps. Long range generate. Not the Hikaru's strength, it would seem. I have to be a little bit more aggressive myself, I think. We need to get close to get that accuracy up. Does mean they can fire back, though. Oh, might be a hit in there. Nah. Miss. I think they're just trying to make themselves hard to hit. Partial pins. Mildly concerned about ammunition. The number of shells we're setting into the sea. Gonna save. Partial again. Yeah, we've got pretty good accuracy. It's all green, well, nearly all green, apart from a bit of sun glare. Just when we are getting hits, they're not causing the damage I would like. Bit of flooding. That's something at least. Oh, took out a turret. That's more like it. They're going to hit me back here. Ugh! What? I mean, I guess we only have 4" on the main belt. Still, that is a little tough to swallow that the AI's getting that lucky. Oh, they're going to hit me again. Bounce. Flooding. Funnel. Guess we're going to have to use the flip. Use the secondaries a bit. There we go. That's more like it. And they're trying to wheel away. The other cruiser is a long way away, though. Oh, yes. Take that. Yeah, they're running. Trap? Hopefully not. Flooding. Yeah, don't get into their torpedo range. There's the other cruiser. Oh my word, just not getting the hits this time round. There's the destroyer. 13 kilometers on her torpedoes. Oh, come on, that was a 60% chance to hit. I know I did actually get 2 hits, but still. 1 hit. Very low on AP shells now. There we go. Come on, that should sink her, right? Ceasefire. Nope, she's not going to sink. Switch to high explosive, normal. Taking out the Trees, but I'm going to use the high explosive to spot, basically. Get automatic. High explosive. Nothing. High explosive would be able to do something. Right, fuck it. Fire the last of the AP. And then we're off. Jesus Christ. It's clearly not Hikagaru's fight. There we go. There's a good hit. Let's see. Out of the torpedo range. Pull away. Just took a flooding hit. Oh, that's disappointing compared to her sister. I mean, technically a victory, but I call that a draw. Alright. Well, at least she's operating from port. So she shouldn't have any issues. Yeah, here's their fleet with regards to getting repairs. Yeah, she's already in repairs, and she should get ammunition as well, which was a problem in the last. Oh, we're over. We don't want that. I'm actually going to suspend Musashi so that they... Which I can for a little bit, because Shinano's already behind, so... That's fine. What else we got? Iwate, a Hotaru, versus Lamotte Piquet, an Alger class. Well, okay then. Kind of what these ships were designed to deal with, although they are a little bit old now. Hotarus probably due a refit, to be honest, but we are quite busy doing other things. Whoa. They are very close, and they are fire torpedoes. Hard to starboard. Sneaky little bugger, that thing. They're not the fastest torpedoes. Wow, they're getting so close. 5 kilometers out? That's crazy. Barely even spotted them. Hopefully I'm avoiding the talks here. Oh, what? What was that? CL hit CL? Did they just run into their own torpedoes? Hilarious, if true. Oh, nice hit. Turn back again. Just try and zigzag away a bit before we square up to them. Right, now we can go for some actual gunnery. I want to try armor piercing. Assume that thing doesn't carry a crazy amount of armor. 6 inch actually. Destroyed a torpedo. Leading the target too much. Nice, another torpedo hit. Quite a list going on. Worth noting, we haven't completely disabled their torpedoes. Stop firing now. Well, they did for a bit. But, yeah, mental note. Need to be careful with these. They are very sneaky. They're not quite flooded out, unfortunately. Nearly got those torpedoes reloaded. Ugh. Oh. They're trying to spin around. They're trying to retreat. Not sure. But showing their arse, which is the only thing keeping them afloat. Not the best thing to do. But combat performance of the Haytors is lacking a little bit, I would say. We do. Oh, yeah, we do have Mark 4.8s. So I'm going to rush those through for a refit. Wow, they are actually reasonably old. Obviously, I won't be able to refit the one which is just in the fight, which is always an irritant. We'll keep the 8s. Tempting though it is to upgun them. Maybe we can do a little bit of rearrangement here. So oil, better steering, better armor, better flash protection, all or nothing. I might improve the torpedo. Better rangefinder. Ooh, that's handy. Semi-automatic loaders, also very useful. Right. So what I'm thinking is, rather than A, B, Q, X, Y, twin, we go A, B, X, Y, triple. Change that bar bet out. I'm not a huge fan of the fishing boat one, but it'll work in this situation. And then the Q turret is going to go to be replaced with a pair of torpedoes, just to give us the option. And obviously we're going to go with 24-inch, probably oxygens on this one because it's not a fast ship, so I don't have to worry about running into my own torpedoes, I don't think. No, they go 43 knots, that's plenty. Anything else we can fix up on these while we're here? Yes. Inner belts, inner deck, barbette armour, which is a long-standing concern of the community. Maximum bulkheads. Yeah, that should improve them considerably. Although, there is something else I could do with the extra weight. And that is put on 8-inch 50 caliber guns. They're still firing at 2 rounds a minute, but that gives them just a little bit of extra range and a little bit of extra punch. Yeah. We'll go with that. I will authorise the refit, but we might have to juggle the ships a bit in and out of the shipyards. Oh, game, don't do this to me. There we go. Right, okay, good. Back to here. So we'll be able to refit all but one, because one of them is going to be being repaired. How many turns to repair? 1 month. Okay, so next month I need to remember to do that. The fleet is on the way. What else we got? A convoy. Gojira, the good Congo. Defending a convoy. Another 2 bovines. Well, this is a direct comparison. Pretty much. So bad to compare ships directly. But it's unusual that you get 2 ships of an identical class fighting almost identical enemies under almost identical conditions. See, this is a bit of a difference. The Gojira has a veteran crew. Transports are armed, but against heavy cruisers that's unlikely to matter. Right, here we come. Swap target. Quite possibly. I think they swung around to shoot the one that hit her. Hit them back. And again. And again. None of them going through. Are these the ones I didn't put cap ballistic 2s on? Yeah, it is. Really should sort that. Oh, you've got low... How can you have low ammunition? You've been in port. It's like the #1 thing you should be doing is getting more shells. Right, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Lovely stuff. Main belt pen. Loads of damage. Well, some high explosive for a bit. While we're manoeuvring. And changing target. That's good accuracy. Now make it count. Ooh. Main tower hit. And the objective here is to defend the convoy, not to do anything else. Again, running just low on shells. Go back to high explosive for a bit. Ow. Annoying thing about 10-inch guns. They are quite good at hurting 4-inch kind of armor. Let's work our way back towards the convoy. I don't think they have the speed to resume the chase. No, they don't. And I don't have the shells to kill them. So we'll just end the battle there. Also disappointing, but not quite as disappointing. I think if she'd had her full complement of shells, then she would have been absolutely fine. I've gone over again. Yeah, I am still building. Good. Right, well, let's see what happens next turn. Oh boy. So what happens next turn is a big old battle. The Ki, the Mutsu, the Nagato, the Nakaga, the Tosu, Yamashiro, Fuso, Amagi, Kuroi Mihari, and Mitsurugi Miya. Plus, we've got a bunch of cruisers. Yes, I actually brought cruisers, screens, escorts to a fight. The French have several of these Carnot-class battleships. 4 of them. 16-inch guns. 10 slow with 130% armor quality. 130% isn't bad, but it's not top of the line by any means. I don't think any of our ships are still running that quality armor. Maybe one of the cruisers? Older cruisers? No. Well, yeah. Here, the shearers are still running. Have I never refitted them? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, some of our older cruisers have that, and then we've got these battle cruisers. Ooh, they're possibly nastier. They're a lot more. They cost 3 times as much. Not fast, not good armor. 17-inch guns. Okay, and then they've got Cayman class with 7-inch, 6-inch. I'm looking for if they have any of those 10-inch cruisers. Doesn't look like they do. Wow. Okay, but in a typical teasing fashion, that will be in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.